Alright, dudes. So here we are with the blood set, which is also called Trag'Oul's Avatar. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I've heard it enough times. I probably should have figured it out by now. This was a set from Diablo 2. Uh, Brought the name back. It was a very vampiric sort of thing. Um, I never found it. My luck with loot in Diablo 2 was absolutely horrid. So here we are with Trag'Oul's Avatar, and its two set being is that Blood Rush gains the effect of every rune, which I will go through what all of that is here shortly. Um, the 4 set bonus is that while at full life, your healing from skills is added to your maximum life for 45 seconds, up to 100% more. And this is very important because we're using, with the Necromancer has something called blood skills, which take from your life to deal more damage. And then the 6 set bonus is that spending 10% life grants you a stack of Blood Cascade. Each stack of Blood Cascade increases the damage of life-spending attacks by 200%, and also increases the life you lose by 10%. Using a skill to heal will consume a stack and heal for an additional 300%. This, I've heard a lot of people say this, and I agree fully, this is not a set that is viable for hardcore players. Because you have one life to live in that. You die, it's over. You've lost your character. So, this is what it looks like. I do not think I've messed with its color scheme at all. This is what it looks like. I think it's freaking sweet. But that helm though. When you go into the dies, this is what is changed on each thing. Sort of webbing pattern here. Which I'm not going to alter. So my loadout here consists of Blood Scythe, generating essence. This is my essence generator, which is normally going to be found over here, but I've got my layout all screwed up, just because I like it that way. I'm healing for 1% for every enemy hit, and that's pretty good for larger groups, but when you're down to one-on-one, that kind of sucks. What I had been using was Blood Siphon, and I was probably using I was using Bloodsucker to pull in all the health globes near me and heal me up real quick without spending a lot of my Blood Cascade stacks. Then we've got Death Nova using the Blood Nova rune, which it's going to cost 10% health and 20 essence. And doing this, it spins your health to unleash a Blood Nova that deals 450% weapon damage to all nearby enemies within a 25 yards. Yep, and that is a radius there. So that's actually pretty good. I find that it's very damaging to everything. So then I'm using the Devour skill, which is going to consume corpses, just like Revive consumes corpses, or Corpse Explosion, or Corpse Lance. These are corpse skills that consume corpses. And some people have been a little hazy on the term consume. They thought it was limited to Devour. Not the case. That's whenever you use this resource that is a corpse. And this one not only restores my essence here, but also restores health. Kind of a big deal with this set. So then I'm also using Simulacrum, which I'm using the Blood Debt rune, which is a placeholder, as you can see down there. The PH stands for placeholder. And which means the name's a work in progress. They're going to change it. Now, Simulacrum itself creates a simulacrum that has a varied effect depending on what you're using. It will always use a mana spender. An essence spender in this case. And it's going to last about 15 seconds with a 120-second cooldown, and it costs half your health to activate it. And that, yes, that sucks. But it's super fucking helpful. This one, when it's active, your life costs for skills are reduced by 75% while your simulacrum is active. And having that reduction means I can just spam Blood Nova here and gain those cascades without losing as much health. Now, I'm also using a curse for my left click, and this curse is a target area, and each of these enemies cursed are going to increase my life regen by 751 per second. On top of that, they're struck for 1% of their total health when I cast this, and it's going to last about 30 seconds unless I were to use one of the passives, Eternal Torment, which your curses cost 50% less essence and last forever. But I am using other things such as Blood is Power, Life from Death, and you can definitely pause the video and read these, and then draw life, and of course stand alone for that armor bonus, because I will be up in combat. Next, Blood Rush. Blood Rush itself costs 5% health, and you shed your mortal flesh to reappear up to 50 yards away. The first rune is Potency. Increase your armor by 100% for 2 seconds after casting. Cool. That's another 100% armor on top of what I'm getting from Standalone. Fucking great, right? And then you get Transfusion. Heals for 2% your maximum health for every enemy passed through. And that can honestly be quite a bit of healing. Then we've got Molting, which is going to drop a corpse at the location where I started. Hemostasis, it removes the health cost altogether, so we can forget that 5% health cost. Metabolism provides an additional charge but doubles the health cost. So we've got 2 charges of this, we can do it twice. And you know what? Here's a good question. Here is my toughness. There's one. Should have just jumped. It has not jumped at all. Blood Rush is broken. Supposed to be getting every rune, and I am not. Maybe it only works if I'm in combat. I'll have to check the forums if nobody said anything about potency. have to see what that's all about. Let's clean up. Yep. So one of my passives, I'm got a chance to produce health globes for consuming a corpse, just in case you didn't pause it. And what I've got here, I am using, you know, a diamond to reduce my cooldown so that this comes back up faster, and that this will come up faster than 2 minutes, which I've got one of these in just about every build that I make, and most people do, because you can't ignore that cooldown. Cooldown for most things is extremely important. What is that? Oh, yeah. So your cooldown, especially if you're, say, a wizard trying to keep Archon up, which I kind of sort of hate Archon form. It's just overused and it's just too good a skill. I don't really want to see it nerfed because then the wizard can't push. But, well, unless you're using a lightning wizard build, which nobody wants to see more of these builds that are just, you have to use them to push. Nobody wants to see that anymore. Which is why they're making the Necromancer the way they're making it. They don't want to see that anymore either, but they can't just change the way the game already is. It's already too set in stone. To rework that, it would take so long and so much work, and they just don't have the manpower. And that being said, please support Diablo's dev team by purchasing things from the store as they get released, such as the Necromancer pack, and whatever they come out with in the future. You know, whatever powers that be there are, if they're willing. Stash tabs. Let us buy some fucking stash tabs. Otherwise, I got some resistance to all elements, and more intelligence, which is my damaging stat. And then, of course, I've got an amethyst in here for life per hit. Also using Molten Wildebeest's Gizzard for life per second. And then on top of that, which I don't know if that's working properly because I'm not seeing a shield aside from what I'm wearing. I need to get my Bane of the Stricken up. Been neglecting that, but that'll definitely make a difference once I get that up to rank 25. And then Bane of the Powerful for quick takedowns of elites and defense against elites. Then the Furnace, which everybody frickin' uses, increasing my damage against elites by 50%. Leoric's Crown, reducing my cooldown even more because I'm increasing the gem socketed into my helm slot by 100%. And then I'm using Broken Promise. After 5 consecutive non-critical hits, your chance to critical hit is increased by 100% for 3 seconds. Probably going to switch that to the Ring of Obsidian Ring of Zodiac, but for now, we'll see how that one works. And like I've said before, the cube is it's a very interesting addition, and it changes up the way the game is played and how people make their builds. Okay, so let's jump into this real quick. Run a rift, and I will show you exactly what's going on. You're going to watch my health globe just up and down and up and down and up and down.
Many Nephilim have stood where you are now, but few succeeded in overcoming.
Oh, there we go. My
That needs to
toughness
recharge.
did get raised, so that's good. Boom. Bitches.
I'm losing strength. No. I need aid.
Come
That
on.
is not possible.
Experiencing a little bit of lag here.
I grow weak.
And hey, if you guys play Diablo and you opted in for beta testing, let's be kind of clear on something. There was another run of invites, so check your email. And it's of course not just streamers and, you know, YouTubers. I got in and I haven't posted a damn thing to YouTube. Like, nobody knows that I even exist on YouTube. Unless you're one of the few that watched my beta testing of the FARAD system, which definitely you guys check out the FARAD system. Let's plug that. I'm sure Micah is still looking for testers, especially since I'm no longer part of it. I got frozen. And especially if your playstyle was anything like mine, which I get really into character, you know, I really, you know, think narrative is an important, and character concepts, I tend to really stick with them. And unfortunately for my leaving, my play style and the way I do things actually makes up a large part of his demographic, as well as Johan's did. So please test his games.
Not enough health.
I need more health. Boom. Okay, I just activated my simulacrum there, and as you can see, he's spamming Blood Nova right along with me.
I need essence.
Unfortunately, I don't like the AI of it. It pisses me off. It doesn't keep up with you, it just kind of stands there like, doo-doo-doo. I haven't really heard a whole lot of people talking about it. Then again, I haven't checked the forum in at least 2 days.
I must wait.
Son of a bitch, you die now.
My essence is too low.
I'm not building up the blood cascades I'm used to hitting. I'm used to hitting so many more blood cascades. I don't know what's going on here. That sounds like a treasure goblin. They tend to get me into some trouble.
Essence.
Especially when they start running around and
to recharge.
start drawing aggro from elites, and next thing I know I've got 4 or 5 elite packs on my ass because I chased them around the goddamn map. Oh, there he is up there. Don't you dare get away. back here, you little fuck.
I'm afraid not.
I will give you a prolapse.
Decay and rot.
Kill it. Where the hell did he go? Ah.
I must wait. I'm afraid not.
I've killed the treasure goblin. Okay, and look at that. I've got a couple of
Not enough
extra
time.
elites on me. Shit. Would you quit being a cunt muncher?
I need aid.
Pink sock that bitch.
The grave beckons. I'm on the mend. I need healing.
Oh, they changed it up. That's what's going on. Okay, so I figured out where my stacks are going. When I use Devour, it's actually eating up a stack for every corpse I consume. And that is absolute bullshit. There's no way anyone's gonna be able to keep their stacks up. And that's the thing, some people like hit some obscene numbers with stacks, especially when pairing it with Simulacrum. So, and that was a good thing, because I mean pushing with this set's kind of hard when all you're really doing is just like eating shit on everything. Everything hurts you. I'm hitting the wrong button. That explains a lot.
Weakness consumes you. Not enough essence.
Whoa, get the fuck out of there!
I'm afraid not. That needs to recharge. This world can abide you no longer.
Lag. Fucking A.
Give it more time. This world can abide you no longer. I need healing. Give it more time. I need healing. I grow not weak. Enough health.
getting a little closer to getting the Rift Guardian out here. And without the Bane of the Stricken, it would be a little more difficult. Because area of effect abilities just kind of suck against single target. This is not a single target build. However, I'm tired of losing stacks for using Blood Scythe. So we're gonna do this Bone Spikes. I'm gonna use Bones Pillars. I actually like this one. I guess a lot of people think this one's a little weird, but I like Bone Pillars. I do. Kind of makes me feel like a lurker from Diablo 2. Boom.
All must serve the cycle.
And in case I didn't explain it already, focus and restraint. I'm gaining more damage output for cycling between my spinders and my generators. Let's stop screwing around over here and find some more elites. I mean, I've already waited. Fuck. Yes, we did just find, you know, Whimsydale enemies in the middle of, like, this, like, catacomb. Bones everywhere. And then fucking unicorns and cupcakes and flowers.
I grow weak.
You are mine now.
I must wait.
The Rift Guardian is here.
I grow weak. Not enough health. My wounds are deep. Healed.
Okay, so this is the blood set. And it's kind of interesting, actually. I do like this, what it's done with resource management, and it makes it a very in-depth sort of thing. Resource management in the past, with certain builds, it becomes non-existent. And with this, you're always managing your resource. Always. And if they fix Cannibalize, the issue that's suddenly presented itself, it's really about controlling how many stacks of stacks that you have. So let's take it off of that. And for more health, we're gonna go with Blood Golem real quick. And instead of ending it like I did last time, we're gonna run over to the Halls of Agony real quick. And we're gonna take a look at the difference here.
Do not fear the
Let's
end.
see how many stacks I can build.
I am injured. My health is restored.
Okay, that's good. That only takes 1 stack. Obviously, they didn't want us to use Devour with this build.
I must heal. That needs to recharge.
Oh, but Leech doesn't eat up a stack. Isn't
Your
that
genuine
exciting?
strength.
Don't know if they plan on changing that or not, but so I'm sitting at 25, 26
I'm
stacks.
not enough health. I am injured.
Feel like the sheer amount of cost just increased. That's weird. I don't know, does it look like to you guys that, oops. That the cost of Blood Nova increased by adding my Blood Golem? Or was I
That is
just
not
not paying
possible.
close enough attention? Let me know what you think on that, particularly. See if I can find some more enemies here. Build my stacks up again.
The grave beckons. My essence is too low.
Get out of there. Build up essence.
Do not fear the end. My wounds not enough health.
That is what I have trained for.
I feel like I just lost a shit ton of stacks.
Weakness consumes you.
Oh, I think part of it is I'm used to playing on a harder difficulty. So I'm able to hit them more times before they all just get wiped the fuck out. That probably... Yeah, I'm eradicating them far too quickly to build stacks as quickly as I want to.
The night embraces you.
And as you can see, my damage dealt is increasing substantially.
I must wait. I'm on the mend.
32 stacks. That's nice, that's nice. Shit, and I'm gonna lose them before I can encounter more enemies, aren't I? Oh, here we go. Boom.
All
Boom.
must serve the cycle. I grow weak.
37 stacks. Get bent. There's no enemies rising. There we go. Boom,
The
40
grave
stacks.
heal me.
41 stacks. Anybody? No, fucking nothing. Oh, shit. Let's see if I can get there in time. No, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Oh, fuck yes. This has actually become a fun little game. How long can I keep my stacks going?
The night embraces. My wounds are deep. Heal me.
Go, go, go. Ah. Probably gonna lose him when I go. Nope. All right, they transfer. So if you have to go through a door, you don't have to worry about losing your stacks. So here I am at 49 stacks.
Weakness consumes you.
$50 stacks.
I must wait. I need healing. I need aid. Do not fear the end. That needs to recharge.
54.
I'm losing strength. I need aid.
56.
All
57.
must observe the cycle. Not enough health. My wounds are deep.
Shit.
I must heal.
Using
Your
Simulacrum.
death nears.
Come aid us.
I'm at 63
Not
stacks.
enough health.
64.
I grow weak.
This is getting dangerous.
That needs to recharge. The night embraces you. I need essence. Give it more time. My wounds are deep. I am injured.
68. Eventually, this is just gonna one-shot me.
Not enough health.
Yeah, it takes more than 75% of my health to use now without the Simulacrum.
Not enough health.
And if I'm pronouncing that wrong, let me know.
I need healing. Not enough health. I need healing. Weakness consumes you. Not enough health. My wounds are deep.
70 stacks. Apparently I lost some with my blood rushes and golem use.
This is horrible.
Only a little. Come on, don't lose him, don't lose him, don't lose
I'm
him.
afraid not.
Shit. I've lost him. Alright, well, that's what I got for now. If you guys got the beta, you know, real quick, copy your um, your live server stuff over before you start your necromancer. Level yourself up real quick, earn some blood shards, and ultimately test this out, test all these sets out. This one in particular, let me know how many stacks you got. I'll do that.
I need to go back.
Alright, you dudes stay excellent, and I will get on that next video here in just a moment.